I'm depressed and not afraid to show it. Welcome back to another episode of Triple Threat Talk, episode 35. Jonah, it has been almost a week since the Super Bowl at this point. Obviously, we're going to dive into that. How have you been this week?
I've been all right, man. How about you?
I've been good, other than work.
I've been watching a lot of NBA.
Good.
I'm getting ready for baseball season.
Good.
A lot of soccer's been happening.
Yep.
And I've completely forgotten about the NFL.
It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the transition point of the year. This is no longer a football podcast. This is strictly NBA and miscellaneous items throughout. If you have an issue with that, please sign off now, because guess what? I have an issue with you. Kidding. Triple Threat Talk. We literally just dove into this one. I'm going to be completely honest. Jonah joined this call about 2 minutes ago. I started this...
Not even
a minute and a half ago, probably minute 20.
Yeah.
We've been recording for 1:06, and we don't know where we're at. Welcome back to another episode of Triple Threat Talk. I'm your host, Connor Ryan.
Joe Newberger.
Jonah, I'm depressed. We all know why. Super Bowl happened this past Sunday. Patriots lost. Let's get the elephant out of the room. It sucked.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Seahawks were the better team. If you can get to the house with 4, you're going to win the game. Consistently, it's going to be a blowout. And that's what it was, unfortunately. Patriots didn't get stinkered. Thank God. That's all that matters. It's fine with me.
Defense played well in the first half. The offense couldn't do anything. But whatever.
Defense
it is what it is.
Defense played great. Christian Gonzalez earned the blank check that he was going to get anyways, but if he ever needed another reason, he can go, would you like to watch the first half again and why we didn't give up a touchdown?
Literally.
I mean, that play on Shaheed was insane. The play on
it was a pick at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, like, I understand the offense wasn't great, and we're going to dive into that in just a minute. But if people, like, the one thing I'm glad that the Patriots don't really totally have to worry about for a little bit of time is the defense. And to see it play the way they did, really only giving up 1 touchdown anyway. And I understand, like, the rushing defense wasn't great. It was just, they just couldn't tackle really most of the time. Mm-hmm. But the defense played out of their minds, especially for that first half.
Yeah.
I mean, the real elephant...
If the offense could have scored a little bit more, it would have given the defense more breaks, and the defense played fine. By the end of the game, the defense was just tired, but they still played well. Yeah. It's just the O-line and just receivers couldn't catch a ball.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I watched a really interesting video on Theo Ash, kind of like a TikTok, like, social media guy. He broke it down really well in not saying Drake was missing throws. Receivers were in the wrong spot. Like Hooper on like the corner where it was overthrown and it could have been a 90-yard touchdown. Could have been there's a safety literally trailing in the middle of the field. It was overthrown because Drake didn't have enough time. Hooper, if he sprinted to the spot, broke on a better angle, he would have been in the spot to catch the ball. Hollins on the inside route where it was like kind of thrown to his back shoulder and almost beyond. He just wanted Hollins to sit because he fell into the trap of the triangle of the zone with the outside corner, the inside slot, or the inside corner, or the low corner, high corner, and the safety. If he falls into that triangle, he's right there. That's an easy first down, but May hits him in the right spot. Hollins doesn't stop. So the offense clearly looked choppy.
Yeah. With injuries.
Injuries throughout. We saw, obviously, the report of May and basically not being able to feel his shoulder at multiple points during the game. Obviously, with Will Campbell and being out and
torn ligament in
his knee. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. But I think the one thing I want to say...
That back shoulder touchdown pass was
that was hot. That was hot.
Everyone want to say he didn't play. He played bad, blah,
Drake,
blah.
Time out. No, Drake May holds a record. Drake May holds a Super Bowl record. Most passing yards in a single quarter.
I love it.
5 in the 4th. That's an NFL record.
I mean, if you look at the stat line, I'm just gonna give you 2 different stat lines. We have 202 yards versus 295. We have 50%
take the
completion.
295.
Yeah, 50% completion to 62.8 completion.
I take the 62.8.
1 touchdown to 2 passing touchdowns.
I take the 2 to the 1.
And I mean, QBR rating of 74.7 to 79.1.
79 is higher than 74.1.
Yes, he had 2 picks to Darnold 0, but he had a better game. So
I mean,
enough
like,
with this. Drake May didn't play well. Blah blah
I
blah.
don't know why I'm getting so many messages right now on why they're just repeating in my ears right now. Just one sec. I mean, like, the thing is, in the primary issue that I had, like, the primary point is literally, and the Seattle defender said it. Their game plan, the Patriots' game plan, is Drake May. If you stop him, you cut the head of the snake, you win the game. If you get pressure on him, you're gonna.
And it's like you also have to think about it too. The Patriots had 30 first-year players, like first year on the team players, let alone 2 rookies on the offensive line, second-year quarterback. They didn't have a lot of experience. Like, honestly, what did you expect? Like, the fact that they were a tiebreaker away from the first overall pick the prior year to winning 17 games and going to the Super Bowl, that's insane.
Like, I find it so funny, and I'm, like, so jealous you don't have to deal with this, Jonah, of actually how stupid, like, the things I have to hear on a daily basis because of Boston sports media.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that it would be more beneficial to the Patriots if they lost in the second round to a close game against the Texans than making it to the Super Bowl. I have to hear for the next 3, 4, 5 months, Drake May is the Jason Tatum of the NFL. Great in the regular season, shitty in the playoffs. That's all I'm going to be hearing.
Just a 2022.
It's literally
comparison.
the 2022 finals run, or like the media run after that. Now here's the thing that is happening. People are giving Drake more grace than they were Jason Tatum, which is fair. Like, Jason Tatum was a 6-year player in the league, 5th-year player in the league. Should have taken that step, should have performed in the playoff, or should have performed in the finals, but didn't. And then ultimately, if he does, Celtics are probably winning the NBA championship. So that's fair. And I'm glad people are picking up on the fact that it's not all on Drake. Literally, like nobody's surviving in that. And I had old heads trying to say Brady would have cooked.
Seahawks defense, that was insane.
I had people trying to say Brady would have slaughtered that Seahawks defense. No, he wouldn't have.
With the
Prime
same
Brady,
team, I don't know.
Sure, maybe, but that's like mega.
But is
Brady.
every piece around you the same?
Literally,
the same
literally,
lines,
just flip
same
it.
pieces?
Just take I just don't think so, because
it's like 2018 Cavs.
Because
made it to the final.
Literally, I understand the people trying to say, like, they should have thrown it away more. He should have, sure. But there's also the aspect of, like, hey, when you are, like, we are sitting here on a mantle looking down at these players, acting as if we have the upper hand on them. They would bust any of our asses in anything so fucking fast with with all the ease in the world. So where are we to say Will Campbell can't play left tackle? Where are we to say Drake May is never going to go back to a Super Bowl again? Just because history is history doesn't mean it's going to always repeat itself. And I didn't know that you have skeleton arm, go-go gadget arms and are able to play left tackle, because you aren't. Like, nobody is. Not the average person is going to be able to have the physical traits to go play left tackle. So I'm really curious to, I want to meet people in the regards of, like, who were, like, the ones that kind of created, like, certain, like, mantras. Like, who was the one? Because in the last 3 years, all I really have heard in terms of evaluating alignment is his fucking arm length.
Yeah, I don't.
Because if I hear it one more time, I'm going to kill somebody, because it's so stupid.
It is dumb. And you get all these legendary left tackles or even defensive ends being like, yeah, arm will be fine. Arm length doesn't matter.
Andrew Thomas literally said,
yeah,
the guy is a rookie, went through 21 games and had a pretty major injury. Let's cut him some slack. Max Crosby, one of the best defensive ends, said he's a damn good player and probably will be his teammate next year and getting him fucking ready for these situations. That would be the best thing to happen to Will Campbell, by the way. That would be the best thing to happen.
Having to trade against Max Crosby.
Max Crosby would make him like an absolute unit. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm going to do this," and literally just fool him every time. But it'd be awesome. Andrew Whitworth said, "Let's get you in the lab with Teron Armstead because he's more of your style." Teron Armstead replies to that and says, "Already reached out to the young guy and told him that he's going to be there and, like, ready to mentor him." Literally the guy that
all the people who actually play the sport,
literally the guy that
they used to be good, and then you get the stupid media guys.
Exactly. Will Campbell grew up watching Teron Armstead block for Drew Brees.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it literally, and I'll send you the post in a little bit, but I literally left a comment on a Will Campbell lover post, and it was
Love
literally
that
just
account.
like it was the heads. It was like all like the NFL legends that
I
said
saw that. Yeah.
and then it was I literally replied to it and said, "This is the dichotomy of social media." Because
Yeah.
there are idiots like you and I, and I'm very much putting you and I in this grouping.
I love it.
There are idiots like you and I who go on a mic and just blaspheme, no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Do we try and just be blasphemy? Of course not, but there are times that blasphemy does occur. But it's just like it is ridiculous to the point of where we are with the approach of athletes, with the way that we handle athletes, the way that we give them the respect, because we don't respect them. We don't give them the love that they deserve, and we don't have an understanding of, hey, they're human being and that they're going to mess up every once in a while. Sure, was Will Campbell denying the media like the best thing ever for him? No, of course not, especially in an atmosphere like Boston. Is he a 22-year-old kid that is a little bit
Yes.
emotional
22.
and
He's younger than
understanding
us.
just lost the biggest game of his life and knows that it was partly on him? Of course he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be talking about that either right away.
Mm-hmm.
But he apologized, and y'all should move on. So I'm all for critiquing. I'm all for like comparing, but let's slow our fucking asses down. Forget that we're not the ones making these decisions. Forget that we're literally just a voice of somebody else, maybe, or really just our own. And let's let people who get paid to do this for a living get paid to do this for a living. Am I happy with some of the people that get paid to do this for a living? Of course not, but that's just life. So I'm not happy with Elon Musk having $1 billion every goddamn minute, but guess what? I have to accept that fact, and he runs Twitter. So I don't really care. The point is, shut up, move on, and let the guy play left tackle. Okay? If it's that much making you upset, stop watching the goddamn game. Okay? Moving on. I love Will Campbell. Will Campbell's my left tackle. I'm happy he's my left tackle. Kenneth
Love it.
Walker was gross. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, he was good one game this year. It was a Super Bowl. I had him for 18 weeks in fantasy football, and dude did absolutely fucking nothing.
See that no. I'm gonna hold on.
Dude, he was bad.
He just
I could not. Every time I played him, he would put up 3 points. Every time I had him on his bench, he'd go off for 20. I was like, this guy is not consistent.
let me look it up.
He's consistently mediocre until the Super Bowl. And it made me very mad that I had to watch him play amazing. And I'm like, why couldn't this guy just have done this during the regular season every game with my 4th round draft pick of fantasy football?
Because there's a vulture on that team. Just
exactly my point. Who's that other running back? What's his face?
Would you like to take a guess on how many touchdowns Zach Charbonnet had rushing this year?
I'm going to go with 11.
12. That's where half of your points went. It's that guy. It's that fucking vulture. Literally, I saw this I saw this during the Texans game. If you want, it's literally Charbonnet or Kenneth Walker would get a 98-yard rush, and then Charbonnet would be subbed
Charbonnet would
for
get
the
the
1-yard
touchdown. Yeah, the
exactly.
2-yard rush. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah. So
Piss me off.
He has 22 total touchdowns in his career. So Charbonnet does. He had, ready? 2023, 1, last year 9, this year 12. I agree. He wasn't, Kenneth Walker was not great in the regular season for fantasy. No doubt about that. I'm not denying that. But it was not on him specifically.
Mm-hmm.
The brother wanted the touchdowns. Okay. Hell, did he not have a touchdown last game? In the Super Bowl?
Walker did, I thought.
He had receiving. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't really matter.
Total touchdown.
The video of Sam Darnold and Kenneth Walker on the teacups was really cute. I'm gonna be honest.
Didn't watch it.
You're
the second the game ended, I turned the TV off.
Well, it wasn't on the TV. It was on social media.
Well, I logged out of social media this whole week. I didn't
right.
want to see anything from the NFL. So, did you? Yeah, whatever. I just see the video of Darnold not shaking hands with Drake May after the game ended.
Well, I mean,
Drake's just looking around for him. Come on, what are you doing, Sam? Really? The last 59 other Super Bowls, quarterbacks meet at midfield. What makes you so special?
I don't know. Why are you looking so deep?
I'm just Garrett. I'm just saying.
No news.
Is that enough NFL?
Yeah, that's the NFL. All right, so that's basically the bill in the NFL this year. Jonah, what happened between the Hornets and the Pistons?
I don't know. I was watching. Was that last night?
No, that was 2 nights ago.
Then I don't know.
Did you not see what happened?
Dunk?
Moussa
The
Diabate.
fight. Isaiah Stewart. Yeah.
Did you see the suspensions came out?
Mm-mm.
Stewart, 7 games.
My God, what?
Diabate and Duran, 4 games. No, sorry. Miles Bridges and Duran, 4 games. Diabate, 2 games. DeMarcus Cousins predicted that Isaiah Stewart would get a 25-game suspension.
God. That's nuts. Celtics about to catch the Pistons in the ranking in the standings.
And that's what I thought was going to happen last night. I thought we were going to get a game, and then the Pistons just blew out the Raptors. So
yeah, but we're finally here. NBA All-Star break. So exciting. Did you see the celebrity 3-point contest?
I did.
It's
and I'm going to be honest.
So funny.
When I first saw that, I thought it was a bit.
I thought it was fake.
I did too. I genuinely thought that someone was pulling my chain. And then I saw
Like,
multiple more posts on it. And then I realized, oh, this is real. Why do we have an NBA player in this?
Why is Jared McCain in it?
I would get if it was like Shaq.
I love Jared.
I get if it was Shaq.
I love Jared McCain. They should have put Shaq in it. That
but
like,
why are you putting somebody who's like probably going to be a career like 38% 3-point shooter?
Dude, if he loses,
that'd be the biggest upset in sports history.
I don't even know some of these people.
I know like majority of them. Read them off to
Caleb
me.
Williams is,
of course, like that is hilarious. Yeah, that's even funnier.
Blackboy Max.
Blackboy Max is a Twitch streamer. He used to be like a smaller creator. Basically, he's like part of like that. He was part of FaZe. He was part of like the lifestyle FaZe group guys. But he's kind of funny. He does music now. I think won a Grammy or was nominated for a Grammy.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, guy with the dreads. Yeah, good guy.
Nigel Sylvester.
He's another athlete. I just can't remember what.
Okay. And Richard Jefferson.
I mean, former NBA player Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, I know him.
TikTok star Richard Jefferson, specifically.
Cam Wilder.
Cam Wilder used to play in college. He's like part of like he started, OTE, like the overtime elite thing? Like that like mini, like where Ahmed and Asar Thompson came from. He created a team that's in that. He created a AAU team called RW Elite, Rod Wave Elite. And he basically took it from AAU and made it into an OTE team, and then that's like basically like what he does now. He's he's a YouTuber. He's solid at basketball.
Yeah, and then Jared McCain,
and then you have an actual NBA player. What are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing? This is.
I feel like he's not like. Is he a celebrity? Put his friend that's on TikTok.
Let's have a celebrity softball. Let's have a celebrity baseball game. Let's have Pedro Martinez in his prime pitch to Jenny Finch so she can get blasted in the face by a 99 mile per hour.
It's like putting
fastball.
Steph Curry in here in 2016.
Yeah, that's like putting Sam Hauser in it. It's like, why? Yeah, because that'd be funny, and it would be like, oh, there's our NBA player. There you go. That'd be funny. So,
did Hauser get replaced? Did he decline the 3-point contest? I thought he was selected.
I think he just said like, I'm down if they want me, and he just. I don't.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, I feel like it is like I feel like
it
has
a big name, which sucks because he still would have won.
Yeah.
Because I think right now it's who's the 3-point contest. Should we do our predictions of all these? Do they have the dunk contest?
Patriots are opening their DC position and moving Terrell Williams. One sec. By moving Terrell Williams to high-ranking role on the staff, reported by NFL Network. Probably Zach Kerr. I mean, let's be real. Just like let's give it to the guy who literally just proved himself for a literal like 18-week period and said, "I'm a pretty good defensive play caller. I know what I'm doing." So I'd be very happy if they gave it to him. So, that should be reported within the next like day or two that Zach Kerr is the new DC.
Here's the 3-point contest: Booker, Knuckle, Lillard, Maxey, Spida, Jamal, Bobby Portis, Norman Powell. Is that what it is this year?
Do you say Bobby Portis?
Yes.
All right, so that's a polar bear in Arlington, Texas. I mean, we all know. If you listen to the show, you should know who I am rocking with.
You're rocking with this. Oh,
yep.
Yeah. I was like, who are you rocking with? I'm gonna roll with.
I mean, I know.
Well, there's reports that Mike Conley's replacing Devin Booker.
Now, why would that?
Don't quote me on that.
Now, why would that?
I think
happen?
he might be hard.
That's fine, but like, why Mike Conley?
I don't know. Is
Mike
Mike
Conley's
Conley going to
not
win
that
it?
good of a three-point shooter. Never really was. He's like a fine three-point shooter.
I'm taking Donovan Mitchell.
That's not a bad one. He's like, it's either he'll lose
If
in the
Murray's
first round
hot,
by
or he'll
Murray
win
and
it.
him are the same exact player
like
in regards of
yeah.
if they get hot, they're gonna play each other in the finals. If either of them gets cold, one of them is knocked out in the first round.
For sure. Yeah. I'm gonna
And
roll
that's
with one of
like
those
it's
two.
either they're making it to the finals or they're losing in the first round. They're not a middle round guy. So
most threes by a 3-point contestant this year. Mitchell 180. I think are these made threes?
that would have to be.
Yeah.
180.
TalkinTriple 174.
Okay.
Maxey 169. Jamal Murray 156. Are you sure these are makes? Seems like a
it would
lot.
have to be.
I think this seems like high.
I'm looking it up.
I guess.
What's the number?
Donovan Mitchell has 180. It says
Jamal
180
Murray?
for Donovan Mitchell.
Jamal Murray specifically?
6. Made? Wow. Okay.
I actually have
Seems
157.
So this was updated 4 days. Well, yeah, because he made one last night.
There you go.
I was watching that game live. Norman Powell 125, Bobby Portis 92, Devin Booker 71, Damian Lillard 0. I forgot Damian Lillard's hurt. Why is he in the 3-point contest?
They needed somebody.
They wanted to put an injured Damian Lillard in over Sam Hauser.
You want to put in the howitzer.
Why don't they put like Jared McCain into the actual 3-point contest?
The NFL or the NBA is a joke half the time.
Do they have the dunk contest?
Like
NBA
the
dunk
contestants?
contest.
I think it's like Duran,
Yeah.
Carter Bryant. Can't remember who the other two are. Let me look it up.
NBA. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on Twitter.
Never mind. So Jalen Duran took himself out, evidently. You ready? You ready for the list of these guys?
Yeah, am I going to know any of them?
Carter Bryant, you should. Arizona guy. Drafted by the Spurs this past year. Jackson Hayes. Kashad Johnson. He averages 3.1 points and 1.9 rebounds for the Miami Heat. And former dunk contest legend Jason Richardson's son, Jace Richardson. For the Matt.
Scottie Pippen Jr. played. Dude, what happened to the dunk contest? What happened to Gordon and Levine? What happened to
I was watching a pretty interesting
What happened
video.
to the game that I loved?
So apparently they actually stopped the dunk contest in 1999 and 1998 because people actually were like, we don't want it. Why are we doing this? Because that was when Kobe won with like the between the legs dunk that was literally like his foot was still nearly on the ground. And you don't know you don't know what I'm talking about at all. No way. No way you don't. That's a classic slam dunk clip.
Foot still on the ground.
Froby between the legs, like 1 foot. Like it's such an easy dunk nowadays. Like you're gonna laugh at like this being like a high rated dunk, but this was like, oh my god,
dunk contest, 1997.
Yes, 96 is one of the two.
The first one was okay.
Which one was it?
Normal dunk, just a normal like reverse dunk.
Yeah,
they did two-handed over the head. What is he gonna do now? Yeah, just between the legs.
Yep.
Yeah,
he won it.
That's quite the easy dunk.
Yeah. So they stopped it for 2 years, and then Vince Carter came back and just decided, hey, I'm actually
put his arm through the hoop.
I'm gonna make this the coolest thing ever. And then we peaked with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine.
Yeah, that was the best.
Like when Dwight versus Nate was going around in the late 2000s, early 20s with Blake Griffin. Oh my, like even when they had that one weird year where it was like the teams, that was even fine. Now it's just like we have 4 guys who nobody could care less about.
Yeah.
Respect. Like the only person who is notable on here is Jackson Hayes for the worst possible reasons. Literally trucked the Wizards mascot last week, and
is so funny.
And has had
he got a
multiple
suspension
charges
for that.
So that was the most diabolical thing he's done so far.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Just straight to a guy. Blindsided a mascot, gave a guy no shots. In the dark, boom, just into a cheerleader.
Nailed him. Yes, so funny.
So yeah, just whatever.
Do you have did we ever figure out what the format is going to be for this?
So it's a round
All-Star
robin
game. So
3 teams.
Okay.
So 2 USA teams and 3 in a world team. They'll basically play each other each. Each team will play each other, and then the winner, like whoever has the best record, they'll play each other again, and then ultimately it's that.
So it's going to be Team World versus Team USA A team.
Essentially, yeah.
And I'm going to take Well, is Luka playing?
We don't know if Luka's playing or if Shea is playing.
Or Giannis.
Giannis is not playing. He was already replaced.
Shit. Maybe Team USA is going to win.
And it
All-Star Game MVP.
Jaylen Brown.
Love it.
That's like the most random thing I could guess right now.
Then we go Jalen Brunson.
I don't get it.
What?
You didn't like Shea's play, but now you love Brunson.
No, I don't love him. I just feel like he's in the golf for like 50. I just feel
That's
like
fair.
this type of game
That's
just
fair.
like suits him.
It suits his play style.
He's just gonna run circle. No one's gonna play defense, so he's just gonna run by everyone and score.
Yeah, that's fair. Wemby.
I mean,
but he's just
I forgot. Is Wemby playing?
I think he is.
Oh, give it to Wemby then. I forgot. Yeah.
That guy's gonna be like, what?
My fault.
Game.
My fault. Yeah, give me Wemby.
Jonah, a couple NBA things.
Well, I got one. The Grizzlies suck.
Yeah.
I was watching the game. They don't have a center since they traded Jaren Jackson Jr.
Or Jock Landale.
They were playing 5 guards. It was the Nuggets at one point were playing 4 guards and Jokic. And I was like, what the hell is going on? They rebounded them by almost 30.
Did you see the Jock Landale game last week after he got traded to Atlanta? Gets traded to Atlanta and basically was like, I'm going to drive down and get to know you guys and get ready for this game. So he drove down the next day, had his first practice that night, dropped 35 in his first game with the Hawks, and drained 8 threes. Guy was gross.
Hell yeah. So
no, the Grizzlies are not good. They're not a good basketball team right now. I understand the issues with
no job, but still, dude, they looked. Scottie Pippen Jr. was playing. I was with the game with my dad, and I was like, Dad, you saw Scottie Pippen play in person. Now you get to see Scottie Pippen Jr. play. What is going on? Repeater. It's crazy. Yeah, dude, they suck. Going off of your NBA draft lottery take video that you sent me.
Yeah.
I had a lot of issues with it.
Okay, and this is why I sent it to you. I wanted you and I to have a discourse about this.
I completely disagree with it.
All right, and I'm listening.
Because if this guy's always to the right, I'm furthest left. Get.
Okay.
I think it's a terrible idea. He's like, this will only allow. He's like, we're going to get 30 good games, 25 to 30 good NBA games after each team after the All-Star break. False, because you're going to get 50 bad ones before the All-Star break. Everyone's just going to be tanking up until that point. It's like, what are we doing?
Would you rather question? I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying, would you rather have 50 bad games or 82 bad games?
No, because I don't think it's 82. I think these teams still play some decent ball. No team goes 0-82.
I'm not saying that.
But I'm saying I'd rather take the quote unquote 30 at the back end than the 50 at the front. Because if you're going to take the draft lottery as the current standings of All-Star break, teams are going to be like, oh well, we don't have the potential to be good this year. We're just going to tank and for the first 50 games of the year. That's the whole season.
But I think it would also eliminate certain cases, like the Mavericks getting the 1 pick, the Sixers getting the 3 pick, the Spurs ending up with the 2nd pick. I agree.
The Mavs.
Exactly, because they ended up losing about 20 more games because they didn't have Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving.
No, but they had the 14th best. They had the 14th best odds to get it.
Agreed. But what I'm saying is, if they did it at the All-Star break, hypothetically last year, they would have been a playoff team.
No, because you don't know what trades would have happened or what wouldn't have happened. And also, what if your star player gets hurt next week? What if Jaylen Brown, let's not use Jaylen Brown as an example. What if, whatever, your star player goes down right after All-Star break and you're like, wow, we were looking really good to make the playoffs. Now we have no hope in getting it, but you're not going to get a better draft pick because it's already been decided. And at the time you were better than what you were at the end of the season. That's not fair,
but
you can't control.
I'm not saying
what if your best player gets injured, you're like, okay, the draft is supposed to make the worst teams better with the better picks. So if my player gets hurt and I'm not as good, but I was already selected for the 18th pick, but in reality I should have the 9th pick, you're getting screwed.
Okay, that's fair. But let me go back to the Mavericks point and just try and explain what I'm trying to say. This is the hypothetical of the All-Star break being the end date for the lottery, correct? Do you really believe that last year at this point, the Mavericks had a bad enough record. Again, this is for reference. This is like 3 weeks after Luka was traded and would have been before Kyrie got hurt, right? That team, I think, was in playoff contention when Luka got traded and when everything happened. So they wouldn't have been a lottery team when the All-Star break rolled around. Do you see
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying is teams that are set up bad at the beginning of the year and are bad. There you go. Like that like bad teams from the jump.
Get the bad. I get that, but I'm just saying I'm more of the middle of the pack teams.
That's fair.
We know the Wizards are gonna be bad.
Yeah, of course. But like no, but okay, but we know the Wizards are going to be bad. We know the Jazz are going to be bad. We know the Hornets aren't going to be a good team.
Nets,
we know the Nets, Pelicans, Jazz. Like there's probably 10 to 12 teams that we can look at and say, would it be shocked if they have a really bad to horrible year, right?
But I just think it just gives those teams more of a incentive to like not try hard for the first 50 games versus the last 30.
That is fair. I'm not denying that. But what I am also saying is, out of the 12 teams, okay, so let's say 10 teams, right? Jazz, Hornets, Nets, Wizards. Let's go Bulls now.
Pelicans,
Trailblazers, Kings, Mavs. Like
Heat.
10 bottom feeder teams, right? Like imagine just hypothetically.
Toronto.
Out of Toronto. But no, I'd say Toronto's even exceeding expectations this year. But like out of the habitually bad teams, when was the last time they were good?
These teams?
Like, okay, Hornets, Kemba. So like would have been like 2017, 2018. When was the last time the Jazz were good? Was what, 4 years ago with Rudy and Donovan?
Not even. I think they're better with Gordon Hayward and
Mitch. So even longer.
I don't even know. Mitchell wasn't on that team. Yeah.
When was the last time the Nets were good? 21, and that was based on
lifetime.
I mean, they had the trio.
Yeah.
Of Durant, Kyrie, and Harden.
Bounced in the first round.
Like obviously, like the Wizards, John Wall, like the Hornets, like there are so many teams that it's just like I understand obviously like the point. It like in the rare case of where it's like our best guy goes down and now we're basically like a lottery team, even though we wouldn't be getting a lottery spot. That obviously sucks. I'm not denying that. I think it's more so it just gives the actually bad teams a better chance of being rewarded.
I guess, yes, but why do you want, then you're just rewarding tanking. You can tank for the first 50 games.
We're rewarding tanking already. But we're also not.
I don't think this is the way to fix it. I think there's another way.
But it also isn't tanking. Because it is literally chance.
The Kings are tanking.
Dude, the Jazz are tanking. They were literally up 22 against the Magic last week going into the fourth, and they lost the game because they took out Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Keontae George for the entire fourth quarter.
That's what the Kings are doing. They're playing 4 to 5 rookies for the entire fourth quarter.
I'm well aware.
And I don't know how you can just claim these are our best players. Like it's hard to catch a team when they're tanking, even though
they're in the worst spot
but you can't
possible.
prove it.
I know. But they're in the worst spot possible.
But that's I don't know how you fix it in terms of draft. I don't think moving the draft to the middle of the year, or the lottery to the middle of the year would solve that.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying
I think it would just add in more 50 bad games versus 30 on the back end.
But it also leads to the possibility of an 82 bad games from a team.
Yeah, but I don't think in an 82 game season these teams are playing 82 bad games.
But I don't think that teams in a 50 game stretch are going to purposely play 50 bad games.
Well, if they know, yeah, I think so, because if they know that come All-Star break, you're going to get a better draft pick if you're worse.
No. Hold on. Jonah, as a competitor, I'm not saying as a fan, as a athlete, did you like losing? Would you say that your coaches liked losing? Unless there is an incentive of every game they lose, the owner would pay them $1 million out of pocket. I don't think NBA players would basically say, yeah, we'll purposely play 50 bad games in a row.
Why are they doing the 30?
What?
It's the same thing though. They'll play 30 bad games at the end though.
It's not though, because with the full year, they're obviously trying.
Yeah,
they would try. They would try for the same thing because it's a fresh slate. We don't know, obviously. Obviously, there are the teams where it's they're set up perfectly and they're set up incredibly well, and if they don't do well, then it's a failure, of course. But I'm more so looking at the sense of like, what about the teams? I just think there are too many bad teams, or not too many bad teams, but there are too many teams that it's just like it literally is a rinse and repeat year every year and just praying for a number one pick.
No, I agree, but you shouldn't reward the teams for just being that bad every year.
Yeah.
Is what I'm also saying.
No,
like,
no, absolutely.
And I don't know if they need to change I think you got to give everybody who's in the lottery the same exact percentage chance to get the first overall pick as the worst team in the league to last. Give them all the same chance. Because then the teams who are 1 to 3 are going to have the biggest chance. Like, oh, if we suck, we'll have a better chance of getting it. Whereas these teams, it's like, oh, no matter where we are, we're going to have the same opportunity to get the first pick.
I think you're saying that, yet you would also see it and it would result and you would hate it.
Yeah, well, I also think that the NBA lottery is rigged.
Oh, well, no, so that was going to be my next point was like, and this is like, and almost like create it where it's like a set of guidelines. Okay. All right. Okay. How about this? I'm with you on the same percentage. Let's start there. This is again just purely hypothetical. We're on everyone same percentage, 3.33%, whatever.
Well, I would not say everybody. I would say lottery teams. So
okay. So
lottery 1 to 14.
Okay, so
playoff teams are ranked whatever.
Okay. So, and I'll still use this as an example. If it is that 1 to 14, so say each team has like a 7% chance at the one side. I don't know the exact math.
I think it is around 7.
That is pretty close, honestly.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to almost have maybe this is again probably going against your point almost, where it is kind of an incentive thing. Not so much me trying to say like an incentive of playing bad, but just a result of playing bad, or a result of maybe like the Pacers, for example, this year. Were really any of us thinking the Pacers were going to be a playoff team? Of course not, because their best player was out. And
now they're going to get a top 3 pick because of it, and they're not really, it doesn't seem like they're really trying to win because they're trying
Not exactly.
to get...
They are winning more games now, and if it is a 5 through 9, that is going to the Clippers.
I guess I guess in a situation like that, it kind of depends what you are playing for.
But what I'm more fair. But what if there was almost like an incentive thing of like, hey, you lost 20 games more, or you went 20 games under 500. Here is another 1% to your lottery odds. Do you think any like that might work at all? I'm not saying like now. I don't know. It would be as big
because right now with 14 teams, it's like 7%, roughly 7.1%. But again, I don't know how the players would be like, oh, well, if we play well or we play bad, it's not going to matter because we have the same percentage either way. I don't know.
But I just can't see. I can't see an entire coalition, like an entire 12-man roster coming together and saying, like, and going, hey, we are all 22-plus-year-old men. We are going to purposefully play basketball to a level in which we lose 90% of the games so that we can put all of our trust into a 20-year-old kid to take us to the promised land. On paper, that just sounds dumb.
I agree, but I don't know. It's
like, it isn't.
But that's what I feel like, where it's by the time if you did it now, it's like, okay, if you had your seeding now, none of these teams, we should right now, after this podcast, we should write down who teams 1 to 14 are and write down what the lottery would be based on the percentage chance. We should come back at the end of the year
and see how much it changed.
How much it changed.
But purely based on like odds, correct?
No, I'm going off record.
No. Hold on. I think we're agreeing, but I'm just more so just clarifying. You're just saying, you're not saying like final standings of how the lottery is picked. You're just purely saying based on odds, this team would get this percentage, this team gets this percentage. And you're just saying right now, February 12th compared to April 15th, whenever the season ends.
Yes, I think that, and it'll also be interesting to see what happens when they actually do the lottery. Because right now with the worst team in the league, the Kings would have the highest odds to get the first overall pick, followed by Washington and New Orleans. So you're assuming that'd go 1, 2, 3. So
I
I'm
was
curious.
confused on why you said Kings first, and then I realized you were saying has the worst chance of getting the number.
Sorry, well, they have the best. They have the worst record. They're 12-44,
Kings?
which would give them the best. Yeah, the Kings have the worst record in the NBA.
I'm gonna be honest. I was looking at the wrong season. You're right. They do. Okay. Because the one that I was looking at, they were 9th. I was looking at last year.
So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, but I mean, we could look at that. See if we did the lottery right this second. It would also be funny to do. You could kind of compare this to, if you wanted to go even more statistical, take these and the percentages now, write them down, write it down at the end of the year, and then write what actually happens, and then compare which draft place went where to today's standings.
So you're saying, like, just purely based on record, Kings would get the first pick. I think
they'd have the highest percentage. But I'm saying when they actually do the lottery in May, or what is it, June?
So you're saying, like, when the final results come out, like, show, like, this team had this % chance to get this, or, like, end up with the first pick
exactly.
It's like
the Mavs.
back in February.
It's like right now, if whoever's 14th now, it'd be interesting to see, like last year, the Mavs were 14, they end up getting 1. Who's 14 now would have gotten the 1 or whatever pick that they actually fall to, and kind of just compare it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it would just be fun.
Following?
I think it would. I do agree. I think we should have, like, this is what it was on February 12th, right before All-Star break, right before, like, the cusp, right before, like, the crunch time of the season.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it was. And if there is really going to be that much change 3 months from now, basically,
yeah.
I like it.
Cool.
I will write it down.
Yeah, I'll make a spreadsheet.
I was gonna say I'll write it in, like, a notes thing.
A spreadsheet. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's, like, anything else. Did you see what the Attorney General said? I'll also show you that in a sec. That's actually really funny. The Attorney General said, "Why do we care about the Epstein files when the stock market is at so high?" Which I thought was just hilarious.
Hornets been shit the last 2 weeks.
Fair. Have you seen
Are we
this
gonna
post?
get into a finance podcast?
Have you seen? No. Literally, just I saw it on Twitter. Have you seen this post about Nikola Jokic and the triple doubles thing?
No.
So
I know he had a triple double last night.
I understand.
28 minutes.
A Instagram account. So somebody posted on Twitter. Instagram suggested me a post from a Serbian page about Jokic being the second player with the most triple doubles in NBA history, and they translate all the American names. First place is Russell Westbrook, RASELVESTBRUK. Next is Nikola Jokic, properly spelled as it is. And next is Oscar Robertson. Oscar is OSKAR. And then Robertson spelled correctly. Medzik Zonson, MEDZIK DZON.
Can you please send me this
I'm going to
tweet?
send it. Don't worry. I think I already did. I sent it to you on Instagram. LeBron James.
I didn't look at it.
LeBron DZEJMS. Then you have Zeson Kid. DZEJSONKID. 7th all time, you have Luka Doncic.
Perfect. Wow, he's 7?
I was shocked. I literally just realized that. 8th is James Harden. DZEJMS Harden. 9th is Wilt Semberlin. VILT CEMBERLEN. And DeMontis Sabonis.
Sabonis is 10th?
Apparently.
It's nuts. Wait, that's hilarious. Johnson?
I'll send it. I'll just text it to you just so you have it.
That's
quick.
funny.
I saw that. I saw it at like 7 a.m. and I was cackling.
I think you sent me. I didn't look at it yet.
So funny, dude.
Russell
Westbrook? Because just the spelling, I know exactly how it's being said, and it's just like LeBron James.
Wait, that is. Wait, that is hilarious.
Medzik instead of magic.
And then the top thing is it is in English, and then someone redid it all.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was so funny, dude. Oh my god. And here it is in English. Can you guess this one? Kobe Bryant, aka Mamba.
Look at the one right below it. Or 2 below it.
Is it the Jalen Johnson?
No.
Jalen Johnson will be here soon.
That's hilarious.
Russell Westbrook ass. Verseli
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Ass.
That's the one I was looking at. That
was funny. Magic Johnson? Oh my lord. I found there's a guy who created it's called Stick to the Model. It's a NFL GM. Like basically you get to like restructure contracts, free agents with like estimated money, and then as well like a sim, like a draft sim. So I think we might want to do that at some point when we get closer to like NFL draft time, but obviously that's like a month or two away. So
yeah,
a little bit over a month. Jonah, I know you got to get going soon. So any final words for the beautiful people out there?
Arsenal tied today.
I saw.
City back 4 points, top of the table. It's just about the right time to watch Arsenal bottle the league again.
Shout out the hair guy. That sucked.
I know, that did suck for him.
Is what it is. Not my fault.
They go again. Nope.
Did you see the stat about the women's team?
The fate of my hair. They have won. Yeah, they won more. They won
he would have had 3 5-straight win streaks already if he did it based on the women's team.
That's hilarious.
He would have had 3 haircuts already.
I'm just glad nothing in my life decides on the fate of Man United winning a match, and I am blessed that is the case.
Yeah, that's what I'll wrap it up with. Everybody, sports aren't that deep. Go live your life. Enjoy your time on this planet. I understand, obviously, it's tough, but there is so much more to life than just worrying about a guy wearing a number 10 jersey that plays for your favorite team. Does it suck? Of course. Yes. Will I watch him on every Sunday for the rest of my life? Of course. But guess what? There's more to it than just sports. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you for listening to this episode. We will see you next week for episode 36 of the Triple Threat Talk podcast next Thursday or Friday. We don't know because this is coming out on Friday, but it doesn't matter. Jonah, give me an athlete.
Ooh, put me on the spot. Raheem Sterling.
Shout out Raheem Sterling. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you have a great rest of your night. Fantastic weekend. And until next time, peace out.